What up, guys? We are jumping into some PvP. I had a craving for some heavy melta, and in PvP, the heavy melta is extremely fun to use. There's a lot of moments where you just play really aggressive and it pays off, and then you get some moments like in this game where you play really aggressive and somebody shoots you from the side. It is PvP. PvP can be pretty chaotic, but I gotta say, it is extremely fun. If they do something about shock grenades or like adjust them in a way, I think pretty much PvP would be in a great spot. I am looking forward to some more modes or something to be added in PvP. But since I took a little bit of a break from it, jumping back into it here and there actually felt really good. I've had a lot of fun just trying out some of my old favorites. Definitely the heavy melta is one of those. I really enjoyed this heavy champion skin as well. Dude, that rolling melta shot right there was really good. Shout out to that player. That was definitely a good shot right there. But the heavy melta is still one of the strongest weapons for PvP if you want to jump in the enemy's face and take somebody out. Basically getting eliminations with this thing, you know, it's not really too difficult. As long as you're close to them, you can just press the button and then boom. That was a nice double right there, but now you see me falling off a cliff. But yes, as I was saying about the state of PvP, I actually think it's really fun right now. It does help out the fact that, you know, I did take a little bit of a break. So it is kind of feeling a little bit fresh, kind of relearning everything that I used to know about PvP. I definitely played a lot of PvP back in the day. A few months ago. Yeah, I remember when voice lines in PvP were extremely annoying, where they just spammed the same voice lines over and over. You know, like basically the match narrator voice lines. There's a really nice melta elimination right there. The heavy is still really powerful in PvP, obviously. Here's a situation where I'm shooting a bulwark shield over and over again and just die, which is kind of funny. But luckily that my team was able to clear them out because they were kind of grouped together. So we still got the victory there. That was a nice warm-up game. But yeah, I did take a little bit of a break from PvP, and jumping back into it kind of, you know, puts me in a position to relearn things. It kind of makes it feel a little bit fresh. And then they did adjust some things. You know, now we have a spawn protector, which is also nice. But dude, honestly, the heavy melta has been so much fun. Like situations like this where you kind of just can flank somebody and just get a nice elimination right there. It definitely feels satisfying. And yeah, there was a Vanguard just jumping on point for whatever reason. Definitely able to take them out. And yeah, now here I'm basically trying to get as many eliminations as possible. This was a really good game. We start off 34-0. Now the enemy team was good as well. Just getting slammed on by the assault classes. Dude, honestly, the assault is such a good counter against the heavy melta build because, you know, obviously close range. But that said, as long as I'm with my teammates, I can always just pull out the bolt pistol and get a little bit of range chip damage. That always makes it difficult for the assault to just do whatever they want. So whenever you see the assault in the air, if you're not doing anything, just shoot it with your pistol a little bit and then you should be okay. Yes, the shock grenades are really good with the melta, so I am bringing out the shock grenades. Dude, this fight started a little bit rough as a team as well. We start down. We are down right now after we basically took the first point, but they took the second point, basically. But yeah, now we're down. Dropping the shock grenade, they also dropped the shock grenade. I knew they were in front of me, so just press the shoot button and the melta will basically do its job. But yeah, the shock grenade can be pretty difficult to play around. Here we're able to play in a good position as a team and basically cut off the way they get on point here. Yep, the heavy melta doing its job, being basically an excellent gateway that they have to get through to get on point. If they cannot survive the heavy melta, they are not going to get on point. And dude, honestly, playing as a team in PvP can be really fun, especially moments like this where we know there's an enemy over there. We can just walk over there and flank them real quick. Yeah, it's just super satisfying to play as a team in PvP. That is the best way to learn as well, but it's also the best way to play. Basically, like moments like this where we have a bulwark, they can just sit there and block as long as possible. The Neo-Volkite is also kind of funny that we've seen that. But oh, dude, I just get stunned right there. See, another good example of playing as a team, but on the other side. Basically, that assault stunned me, and then I got hit by a Neo-Volkite pistol. It was a wrap. But luckily we do make a nice comeback there, getting a double kill and another assist. But yeah, we basically are able to keep on a little bit of a lead here. We are up by like 20 or so, nearing 30. And yeah, there's the assault class. Definitely have to, definitely watch out for that. The assault jumping into the air and dropping the Melta can definitely be an issue. But here is a nice bulwark double. This is the moment where I was like, oh, you know what? I'm actually starting to get used to PvP again. And another double. Doubled double. Yeah, no, seriously though, PvP has been really fun. That little clip right there, I really was happy to see. I was like, oh, okay, good. I'm able to get my PvP instincts back. That said, you know, the heavy Melta is definitely pretty easy to play in PvP. You simply just need to put up your shield, get into a good position. Like playing around the wall right there is a good way to just not take range damage. But yes, the closer you can get, the more damage you are going to do. And yeah, dude, the Neo-Volkite pistol was low-key kind of haunting me this entire game. I can't wait to use it, but it takes so long to level up, man. I can't wait to use it, but it's gonna be a while. Like, yeah, right now I'm at 26. I'm close to 27 though. Oh yeah, that was a nice MVP there. This was like one of my better MVP games since I've been back. A nice 23 kill game. I will take it. And yeah, now this. I gotta say, this map is kind of fun because this is the map where in the middle there's a little bit of fog. So as a Melta player, I'm not too worried about it. You can actually find your way to, like, you know, basically find ways to flank players on the middle, basically the middle objective, the middle part of the map. Basically, if you play around the fog, you can actually kind of creep up to people with the Melta, which is kind of fun. Oh yeah, there's a nice ordeal there. I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure what that one was about. Now, yes, playing around the grenades is really huge for PvP. So I definitely wanted to make sure I picked up their grenade on their side. And for whatever reason, that tactical just ignored me. Maybe he didn't want to believe that a heavy was right there with the Melta, and it was going to be a bad time for him. Now, yes, obviously the assault class is the PvP, basically the PvP god at the moment. The assault is super powerful in PvP, so basically if you're playing without a hit scan weapon, you are in a rough situation. I do think they need to adjust assault in PvP just a little bit. They likely could adjust the cooldown or something. Honestly, even as somebody who plays that class in PvP, it feels really spammy just jump up and down 3 times in a row just to get like a kill. And you get a kill and basically you can get potentially 2 kills out of just spamming, you know, jumping, like basically spamming your jump up and down. But still, against PvP players that can see you in the air and shoot you, it's still going to be a difficult time to survive a jump attack. But yeah, that said, I wouldn't be surprised if they adjust the assault class and adjust shock grenades in PvP. I do think those are the only 3 things that are a mild nuisance, I will say. It's not like, honestly, I get in these games really fast. There's still a lot of players that are enjoying PvP despite the issues. Also, I think this video is another one of those cases where I've actually been on some teams where my teammates weren't like fully leveled and then the enemies were fully leveled practically. Matchmaking isn't really an issue in PvP. The stomping comes from the fact that somebody on your team left. That's where the stomps come from. Look at this guy, he just respawned and melted right in the face. But yeah, the issues with the stomping, basically the one-sided stomps in PvP, pretty much comes from the fact that somebody on your team left early. And this was back-to-back MVPs in PvP, which is nice. But yeah, as you can see on the enemy team, they have a, pretty much a nice max level squad, and we have 1 max level. Yeah, it was a good match. It was honestly a good match. We had good fights the entire time. It's still fun. Don't take it too seriously, and then you will enjoy PvP.